Hi, fourth grade, Mrs. Tamita here. This week for art, we are going to continue talking about symmetry, but it's a new kind of symmetry. We are going to be talking about radial symmetry. So radial symmetry is symmetry that radiates from the center of a design, and there will be more than one line of symmetry present. So with this snowflake, it is symmetrical going down the middle, but it is also symmetrical if you go horizontally or diagonally in both directions. And of course, we know that our butterfly has its line of symmetry and we can fold it in half just long ways. But if we tried to kind of fold it up and down or diagonally, it would no longer be symmetrical. But that's not the case with this flower. So we have one line of symmetry, two lines of symmetry, three lines, and four lines of symmetry. So that flower shows radial symmetry. So when you're making a radially symmetrical design, the easiest way to do it is to start with a kind of pizza or pie shape, basically just a circle divided into even sections. So if you put a design in one of those sections, you know to keep it radially symmetrical that you have to put the same shape in the same spot in every section. This creates radial symmetry. So for today's art project, you are going to need your sketchbook or a blank piece of paper, a pencil, and something circular to trace. I think a bowl is a pretty good size, so I just grabbed a bowl from the art room, flipped it upside down, and traced it to make a circle. For this next part, we are going to be drawing those dividing lines or lines of symmetry. So draw a line about halfway across, and then halfway down, and then two diagonals to split that up. These don't have to be perfectly straight. They don't have to be perfectly centered. Just try as best as you can. You could use a ruler if you want, but you don't need to. So now I'm going to start my design. Whenever I draw something in one section or one piece of pie, the same thing needs to be drawn in every other section to keep it radially symmetrical. And I didn't do a sketch or anything before this. I'm just kind of drawing whatever comes to mind. So I started with some circles. Then I thought it might look cool to add some triangles on top of those circles. But I'm making sure that everything stays radially symmetrical by adding the same design in every section. And as you can see here, I'm drawing some lines that kind of cross over two sections. And that is totally fine to do as long as you are repeating it across every single section to make something radially symmetrical. So I really am just improvising or making it up as I go along, and that's what you should do too. You don't have to worry about anything being perfect. I just want you to let your brain relax a little bit and draw whatever comes to mind. Just make sure that when you are drawing, you are keeping everything radially symmetrical and having fun with it. And I went ahead and added color to mine since I had time. So you could do the same if you do have time. And as you can see, it is not perfectly balanced. There are some details that are slightly different sizes, but that's okay. Overall, the same shape is repeated in a radially symmetrical way to create my design.